Hi guys, FrostFangs here, and welcome back once again to another episode of Guides for Gods. Today I'm going to be covering our Puch, but before we get into that I'd like to quickly talk about a couple things to do with this series. The first one is putting gameplay in the background of these videos. I don't plan to do that, mainly because I feel like it will distract away from what I'm trying to talk about, which is the god itself, and if I put gameplay in the background it is likely that most people will get distracted from that, so I apologise to those that want that. The other thing I'd like to say is thank you guys for 7,600 subscribers. This channel is going so quickly, and I'd just like to thank all of you for being a part of it. Now I tend to build two different ways for our Puch. I have my main build, which is the one I normally use, which is cooldown and slows, but I also have a different one which is normally for conquest and sometimes siege, which is more power and lifesteal orientated. There are a couple alternate items as well which you can build. I recommend you play around with these builds, see what works best for you. On the skill side of things, I highly recommend you upgrade your 1 to level 4, as well as keeping your ult as max level as possible, and after you've got your 1 to level 4, then upgrading your 2, and finally finishing by upgrading your 3. Now the reason you upgrade your 1 to level 4 is because once you get it to level 4, you have 2 minions, so that's double damage. It helps a lot with corpse explosion, and especially if you use your 1, your 3 and then your 2, all followed by each other, you can do insane burst damage. Moving on to the pros and cons section of my guide. The pros are that he's got unbelievable burst damage, he excels from a distance, he's able to heal himself pretty quickly, and his ultimate is insane for attacking and defending. Now the cons are, he's somewhat of a mana hog, especially early in the game. You can mitigate this by buying meditation or getting the mana buff obviously being the better choice there. He doesn't have an escape, and he's really bad at close range or one-on-one with a god. Now, in the matchups, our Puch is really weak against Poseidon, Agni and Loki, but he's super strong against Aphrodite, Hercules, Shak, Ra and Kali. Now if you didn't already know, you can see that he's strong against every god that has a heal, and that's mainly because of his 3 Fleeting Breath, which if they do heal, they will not only take extra damage, but they will also be stunned. Finally, we have my verdict. Now, our Puch is a mage, and mages are meant to be played from a distance. That being said, our Puch can be played at an even greater distance than most other mages. There is no reason for you to be within striking distance of your opponent, ever, so I recommend you stay behind your tank, or the tankiest teammate, and only advance when you're ready to combo. So, he's really strong. He's like the strongest mage in the game, in my opinion. So if you don't have him already, I recommend you go ahead and buy him with your favour. I'm sure you'll love him. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know if you want more things like this on my channel. And as always, stay frosty.